Ladies and gentlemen, now for official introduction, the fighter fighting out of the red corner, weighed in at 61.6. He's 19, stands 5'11". He fights out of Kaiser Academy and IMA and hails from Lancaster, Lewis, the uncrowned King MacKenzie. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, weighed in at 61.6. He's 18, stands 5'9". He fights out of Combat Performance Academy and hails from Blackburn, Hamza Sajjad. Your referee, Mr. Carsten Langlois.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, cage door set to close on another amateur bantamweight contest here. Lewis MacKenzie, representing the IMA and Kaizen Academy, is fighting out of the red corner. He's in the 4'11 shorts, black trimmed with purple, as he takes on CPA's Hamza Sajjad in the black shorts. 1-0-1.
Nice early shot there from MacKenzie. Sorry for interrupting you, but beautiful entry there.
1-0-1 record for Sajjad, 2-2-1 for MacKenzie. So a little bit more experience from the Kaizen man. And he's got Sajjad working from the bottom at the moment. Sajjad gets up nicely there, but
MacKenzie just heavy on that
right
side,
is he gonna take the back
down. He's halfway there, but bails on it.
No, and crawls up into the mount or onto the back. Got a hook in.
Just following his man, basic counter movement, just floating around his man and seeing what his man will give him. If you stay above your opponent, you're gonna they're gonna move. Okay, there's times to pin, there's times to float, and he was floating really nice there.
Happy embracing the grind at the moment. Hamza looking to try and get those hips away.
And just looking to shift off to the side with the body. But Sajjad gets a nice reversal there. I want to see what he's like on top.
Well, inside that quite open half guard.
But again, the first established position of this fight, and MacKenzie works his way out nicely with a butterfly.
Knee to the body there for Lewis MacKenzie. Hamza looking to try and deposit this man back to the canvas again, does so. Stepping over him now, better position.
Definitely, he can just slip that hook in there if he'd like.
Yeah, gotta get that.
And he's just riding his man's hips right now. I think that was a little bit of a missed opportunity there by Sajjad, but
yeah, if he'd driven one of the hooks in, he'd have had more control over
100%.
MacKenzie. He wouldn't have been able to stand up quite so easily, but trying to clasp those hands together under the hips, does so, but
and now MacKenzie with the shoulder lock position, and this here, a lot of people are inverting to arm bars, going for Sumigashi sweeps from the shoulder lock position, and just pretty much detaining their opponents. It's a very painful position to be in.
Yeah, certainly limiting the offense that can come from Hamza Sajjad, but still on bottom with it.
Sajjad just following his man again, allowing his man to turn, knowing that he's got to climb the face, staying above him, and ending up on back. He's going to run out of time now, but he knows he can get here. Right at the bell.
Well, that's certainly going to give you something to think about if you're Lewis MacKenzie, right?
Yeah, you've been so desperate to get it into the grappling realms, and through that, you've had your back taken. And again, great work by both. Great work by both guys. There were a couple of missed opportunities for both guys, but in that round, Sajjad ended up on the back in the most dominant position of the round. Got the first established position of the round. Just a lot. It was like putting two fighters in a tumble dryer.
Yeah, just a little wild from both.
Yeah, very flowy.
So what are you asking Hamza to do different then? If you're over in the CPA corner, what are you asking?
Well, you're definitely acknowledging that he shouldn't be scared of taking it to the grappling world. And maybe now MacKenzie's just sort of like in the back of his head that, look where I ended up.
Yeah.
You know, Sajjad was the guy who was willing to trade on the feet. So we might see a little bit more of that in this round.
Where it sounded straight out to the middle of the cage. Didn't want to wait at all. Goes up.
I'll see. MacKenzie trying something a little bit different by this point. He'd shot. And just as I say it,
drops levels, turns to shoot. Good sprawl by.
Great hips by
Sajjad,
Sajjad then, yeah.
Gonna have to turn his man. Knees up the middle from MacKenzie there.
The problem is for both of them that underhook becomes a lot less effective when your head's on the opposite side. You've got to be fighting to either you've got to use the side that you're on, if you know what I mean. So it's like either use the underhook or fight the whizzer, but then you can turn the head in like MacKenzie's done now. That's what you're looking for. Now that whizzer's ineffective because his head's on the other side.
Jeff. Half guard. Is he gonna try and stay there? Is he slipping out to side control? Not much.
Looking just to kind of fight a shin in.
Yeah, just needs to get that left leg out.
Yeah, he's gone for a bit of a lockdown position here. Now again, the lockdown has been lost on the newer generation. Are you going to use this to manipulate your man's weight or just to stop him from passing?
Well,
because the lockdown can be quite an attacking position.
I mean, he was in a much better position before he tried to.
And sometimes all you've got to do is just double butterfly someone over your head. Beautiful hands there by MacKenzie. Should really be showing a bit more. And now it's Sajjad with the emergency takedown.
Absolutely. Great, slips around to the back there now.
There's a lot to be said for game plans. You know, you go in there as MacKenzie, you wanting to get the takedown and stuff, but you're having more success with your hands. Sajjad wanted to trade, and now he's become a wrestler.
Yeah.
It's, you know, sometimes you just got to go with the flow of the fight, and this is why you've got to be well-rounded in mixed martial arts.
Just trying to get the distance to work was MacKenzie there. Hamza gonna have to slip around to the back if he wants to, but some good wrestling. Very heavy.
Just very good footwork there. You know, people underestimate footwork in wrestling, but that there just showed the importance of it. Without moving those feet, he would not have got around his man and pancaked him like that.
Yeah, it was beautiful. But looking to try and take the back, scramble, float over. A little bit of wrestling 101 there.
But he
went to the well too many times.
He did not secure the arm of the side he was trying to pass to, and he paid the ultimate price for it, from a very dominant display to now finishing the round with someone on your back. Now that's the problem when you don't address the arm of the side that you're trying to pass to. You can just catch and turn your man over.
Tight round.
That's it. Beautiful there. Double butterflies over the top to right left by MacKenzie. Sajjad shooting in. Gets the takedown. Some beautiful wrestling technique by Sajjad, but there's just a couple of things that he just, you know, just not addressing the problems. For instance, didn't address the arm that was going to stop him moving that way and ended up exposing his back.
A little overexcited, right?
Yeah. His body was moving in the direction that he wanted to move in, but if you don't take care of that arm, it becomes a stopper.
Well, 3 minutes left to separate these two young bantamweights. Lewis MacKenzie again fighting out of the red corner. He's the Kaizen Academy IMA man in the black-purple 411 shorts. Hamza Sajjad, the Combat Performance Academy's 1-0-1 prospect in the black shorts. Mr. Carson Lemois starts the third round.
Oh, beautiful. 1-2 down the pipe by Sajjad. Gets MacKenzie scrambling for a shot, but pulls him back up into the tie clinch. And using that head to turn his man.
Oh, he's done, I think.
I'd like to see a replay of that if we could.
I mean, the reaction says it all.
because I'm not, and I could be wrong, but I'm not 100% convinced that it landed where he grabbed hold of.
Well, here we go.
So here we go from this vantage point.
Oh, no.
It hit the head, but he grabs the head there. I think it kind of hits more on the... It hits more on the chin. So if you see here, it's quite...
There
it's
it is.
quite
It's gonna come
low
up now.
down here. It doesn't hit the forehead where he grips. Now, again, it did hit the face. It's an illegal knee.
Without question. And now he just has to, if he decides that he can't continue, we're in the third round.
It goes to the, well, does it not go to the scorecards?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're in the third round. It will go unless they deem it a no contest.
Or disqualification.
Yeah. So if it's accidental, yeah, it should definitely go.
Well, and that's where you look at the, he's throwing the knee. Is he intentionally throwing it to the head, or is it because the opponent is sort of bent down a little bit?
I mean, don't get me wrong. The knee hit him in the head. It was an illegal strike. I just... it's hard to see in the moment. It does hit him.
But he's going to continue. Fair play to him. Give him all the credit in the world. Certainly don't have to after
No, he had a way out there if he wanted a way out.
And quite frankly, a completely legitimate way out.
100%. And you saw the frustration in Sajjad because it wasn't intentional. It's the heat of the moment. We know the rules.
Gonna see if this lights a fire under MacKenzie a little bit here.
Yeah, and it needs to. And he's throwing with everything he's got in on the leg for MacKenzie.
Oh, good takedown defense though now. Good wide, trying to get that wide base.
That's it.
But, MacKenzie almost had those hands clasped. Changed up for the single now.
I would take the single in that situation all day. Oi, that was so close to being a spike on the head there.
Been a nice scramble from the CPA man, top position now, but MacKenzie got both those butterflies in.
Now he just needs to use them.
Minute and 46 seconds left in the fight. And a tight fight at that.
Very tight, very tight. Just looks for me like Sajjad's got a little bit more in the tank at this moment in time.
But then he didn't need an illegal knee to the head.
Exactly, and that could be. I mean, it landed on the head. It could have changed the fight. We don't know what he felt or anything like that.
We know he felt good enough that he was quite happy to see out the last 2 minutes of this fight. So.
Yeah, definitely. Beautiful transition to the back leg. Can he keep it?
Got one hook in.
Needs to step that second over quickly. He drags his man back, but his man could turn in on him now.
Oh, he needs to go to the head. Don't want to be wasting time to the body with 58 seconds to go here.
Not at this point. He needs significant strikes if he's not going to finish it with a sub.
Dropping down again for that single. Oh.
And he's in on the arming guillotine, but it's high. The elbow's high. I just can't see whether it's under the neck right now. Sajjad fights out.
And there was that look of almost, crap on the face of MacKenzie there.
But still, he's fighting on.
That's still all to play for. He's chasing that double, but the takedown defense here is, again, that nice wide base. Really going to make him work for it. Tries to step over.
Looking for, I think he was looking for a bit of a fall-away armbar there from the back, but locks up the Kimura, has his back taken, but it will not matter.
And that's the end, and wow, our judges got again some work to do.
It was a very hard-fought fight. A very, very hard-fought fight. MacKenzie was never fully out of it. He did eat the brunt of a knee on the fence. Did it change the fight? Did it? Because sometimes it can change the fight in the sense of you're in the zone and that just, it's like when you're drunk and then something happens, you're straight away sober. It can take you out of that flow a little bit, which can disrupt your rhythm, disrupt your thought process. Are you thinking revenge? Are you know what I mean?
Yep.
there's so many factors to it. Did it hurt him? You know, or was it just an acknowledgement of, come on, man, don't knee me in the head?
I've got to be honest. I'm being like, I would have been, can't continue. He need me in the head. He flagrantly broke the rules. He obviously didn't want any.
Yeah, hats off to him for getting up and continuing, because, you know, you see it time and time again. You can choose to sit out at that point.
Yeah, you're done.
But,
and although people can, no one can fault you.
No.
There it is, me getting kneed in the face.
Yeah, but again, accidental in the moment. There was nothing malicious about that.
Again, I think our MC for the evening, Mr. Seth Khan, is standing by. He's got the judge's decision. Let's make this official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. 30-27, 29-28, and 29-28. All 3 judges in favor of your winner. In the blue corner, Hamza Sajjad. Please show your appreciation for Lewis MacKenzie.